Okay, we are live. It's 8 o'clock straight up on October 23rd, 2018. Glad to have everybody with us tonight. Tonight we're going to talk about a new strategic partner that we just brought into the ICB platform. And we're going to show you a little bit some of the mechanics and the structure and how you penetrate and dominate the marketplace, how you introduce strategic partners, and how you make the best profitability move you can make in building teams. And afterwards, we're going to open up for a little Q&A. So first of all, let me just kind of walk you through our strategy. And if you've been with me before, you've heard me talk about this. We look for the producers, we sign up the buyers along the way, meeting the needs of the consumers as we run across them. Now, the reason that's our strategy is because when you look at the actual numbers, you realize about 5% of the marketplace would fit the profile of a producer, but those 5% will produce about 65% of your total business. You'll find out that about 15% of the marketplace will fit the profile of a buyer, and they'll generate about 15% of your business. And then you find out about 85% of the marketplace will fit the profile of a consumer, but they'll only generate about 20% of your business. Most people fail in this industry because what they do, their mechanics are product focused, and so they end up attracting consumers, and they can't figure out how come they're working, not making any money. Well, the problem is they're dealing with consumers. Number one, consumers have no loyalty, okay? Consumers have consumer needs that they want to meet, whether that's price, quality, service, convenience, or selection, and whoever offers them a better value, they'll move. So there's no loyalty there. So you end up spending all your time producing very, very minimal amount of business. The buyers and the producers are fundamentally the same person. They both want to make money. They both enter into a business for the profitability standpoint, but the 5%ers, the producers actually produce a stat where the 15%ers, the buyers, they don't. So they both want to make money, but the 5% actually produce and the buyers just buy. And so what we're going to teach you a strategy how you can penetrate and dominate the marketplace with that understanding of look for the producers, sign up the buyers along the way, meeting the needs of the consumers as you roll. Now, as you look at this page, and this page is the schematic, this page is the strategy to penetrate and dominate. And as you look at the page, you can see that at the top of the page, it says targeted entrepreneurial traffic. So the first thing that we would recommend you do if you want to penetrate and dominate in the industry and you want to make a lot of money in network marketing is look for the entrepreneurs first. Remember, look for the producers, sign up the buyers along the way, meeting the needs of the consumers as you roll. Now, you notice at the bottom of the page, it says targeted consumer traffic. Well, we don't leave any business on the table, so we're also going to show you how to go off and penetrate the market by having a consumer-based platform, but never lead with that. Always lead with the top down. Look for entrepreneurs. Now, what you can do is you can purchase traffic, and because of our buying power with iClubBiz through our iWebitool platform, we can get you wholesale rates on clicks. For example, Traffic for Me, which is probably the number one solo ad company in the country. If you go to them, you can purchase clicks as low as 62 cents a click, but you got to buy 10,000 clicks. So it costs you $6,200 to get 1,000 clicks. Because of our buying power, we can actually get you a 58-cent click price, and you basically only have to buy like $150 to get you 250 clicks. Or if you want to get all 1,000 clicks, you can get them for $580. Now, I would recommend if you got the resources, go ahead and spend $580 and purchase yourself 1,000 clicks. I just got done running the campaign, had a 40% opt-in. In fact, I just kicked it off on Monday. The campaign just got done running today, and I had 420 opt-ins out of 1,000 clicks. And we expect if I can get a 10% conversion rate, that'll give me 40 new members off that $580 investment. And again, I'm not going to get into details on how you evaluate the profitability of that investment, but that's really, really profitable. Okay, and so those are all what we call buyer leads. Those are all targeted leads. So the message that we sent on, by the way, what we sent them to was the 0017. And for those of y'all who don't know what that is, in the members area of iWebitool, you go ahead and click on your capture page, and you can roll down here to the 0017. This is the capture page I sent them to. Okay, simple roadmap for guaranteed internet success, even if you're a rookie. And then it takes them to a landing page, which really, if you really want to know what we do in iClubBiz, in the value proposition we bring to the marketplace, the 0017 will paint that for you. So that's what we did. We presented traffic there. They opted in. And so now they're in the process. We're dripping on them, building a relationship. And again, without getting in too much into detail of how you penetrate and dominate the marketplace, you need both high value proposition products that meet the need of the consuming public. But more important than that, if you want to have success in this industry, you need to have a relationship with the people you're bringing into the business with you. You need both personal credibility and fiscal credibility to have success in this industry. And if you are doing, raw marketing, you're doing internet marketing, you're buying clicks, it takes a little while to build rapport. And so those emails that you're dripping on them is building rapport. And we recommend you also do some broadcast and other stuff. We'll teach you all that as you roll. But everything is geared looking for that entrepreneur. Now, here's what we look for. We know guys like us. Okay, we've been in this business for a long time, and here's what we know. Life expectancy of this industry is about 3 to 5 years. It seems like every product has a life expectancy of about 3 to 5 years. Within 3 to 5 years, no matter what you're doing, competition is going to come into the space of that product. So here's what happens. In 3 to 5 years, you either lose your people to another company or because they got a better product, or the company goes out and you lose your people because the company went broke. Either way, about every 3 to 5 years, you're out building another deal. So here's our attitude. We'd rather build a team of individuals who are cooperatively working together to create a better life through cloud buying power to our team than pitch companies and products that have a life expectancy. Because here's what happens: as we build this team, everybody joins the team. And as they join the team, we just tell them we're just building a team. Then we plug companies into the team. And so what happens is people join our team. Why do they join our team? Because they're sick and tired of having to rebuild it. They're sick and tired every 3 to 5 years having to go off and do this again. So here's what I tell guys. I'll take my time, my money, my resources, take all my expertise. I help you build an organization and get your dreams that stays with you through the test of time, provided you do 3 things: follow the pattern we put together, plug into the system that we've got, and spend $25 a month on our marketing program. Would you be willing to do that? If you're willing to do that, I'll roll my sleeves up. I'll go to work and I'll help you penetrate and dominate the marketplace, help you build something one time that lasts the test of time. Do we got a deal? And if they say yes, that's well, here's our pattern. Our pattern's what you see right here. You drop the leads into the iWebitool system. All the invitations are automated, and the funnel's down. It sifts, sorts, and starts them. It pops out the consumers, pops out the buyers, and pops out the producer. When that producer pops out, you take them and say, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to make a deal with you. We're going to take our time, money, resources, and expertise. We're going to help you build a business and get your dreams. You're going to build it one time, last a test of time. All we're doing is building a team, and then we plug companies into the team. So you're joining our program. You're spending $25 a month. We're just going to teach you how to build a team. And once you learn how to build a team, then you can benefit from any company. And if the company goes out, it doesn't make a difference. If a new company comes up, it doesn't make a difference. And here's what's so cool. Once you build that team, you never lose your people. See, if you're out pitching a product within 3 to 5 years, somebody's going to come out and they're going to go after your people, and you're going to find yourself losing your people. Or your company's going to go broke and you're going to lose your people. Either way you look at it, you always are rebuilding. But once you learn how to build this one time and plug the companies in, you never lose your people. Because here's what happens. People come to you and they say, hey, listen, Jeff, I got this new product. I got this new company. You need to check this out. You don't lose your people to that new company. Now they come to you with that new company that they've already joined. Now here, and this is what's cool. And what I'm going to share with you tonight, one of our strategic partners, Frank, came to me with this vendor. Okay, now I sponsored Frank, but because of this system, I didn't lose Frank to that new company. He came to me and says, Jeff, I got this new company. We need to put it in part of the arsenal with iWebitool. So let me see what it is. We build out the capture landing page. And so now what happens is now everybody that I bring into our company, everybody I bring into my team, I let them know, here's another company we got that you have access to. Whether you build it or not with that company doesn't make a difference to me. The team stays together. And so what happened, and again, and probably in the last week, I probably had 10 different people come to me with products and services. Hey, here's another company we could add to the mix. See, here's what you look at when you look at the dynamics of building a team of cohesive people all staying together. They're driven by the commonality is we all have dreams we want that we can't get doing what we're doing, and we're sick and tired of having to redo it. We're sick and tired of, again, the stories are always the same. And I told this to some guys last week. Here's what everybody tells you: stories sell, facts tell. So they tell you got to have a good story. What do they do? All the stories are always the same. Okay, I got in this business, never made money. It was quit. I gave it up. Blah blah blah. And all of a sudden, they came up with this product, and I've had a backache, could never go away. All of a sudden, it cured my back. And I never wanted to build this business, but I decided to get active to buying the product, and now this is crazy. And you know what? And people tell me that story. So I've heard that story 100 times. It's just a different product. Here's the story that I tell, because I'm sick and tired of building something that doesn't last. I'm sick and tired of, building the organization and have them quit. You build it and they quit. You build it and you quit. Or the company quits on you. I'm sick and tired of this. So I stopped building companies. I stopped pitching products. What I'm doing is I'm building a team. If you want to build something one time and have it last the test of time, join our team. I'll take my time, my money, my resources, my expertise. I help you build something that will last the test of time. If you follow our pattern, use iWebitool, our marketing system, to sift, sort, and start, because anybody can use this tool. Tools do all this. Is not sales. This is education. Since all the education is done with tools, and anybody can use the tools, anybody can do this. So you follow our pattern. Dump your leads into the automated inviter. Let them do the inviting. Let them do the sifting, the sorting, the starting. And when they pop out, you just talk to them. You find out you got a consumer, you got a buyer, or you got a producer. And if you got a producer, you lock arms and say, here's what we're going to do. As you start taking them down how the funnel works, you say, here's what happens. We hit it. And then when you find that producer, we say we'll plug other companies into the team. And we got a travel product that's awesome. Everybody's going to do it. We got a healthy coffee product that's nuts. I mean, if you drink coffee, you're going to love it. We got a colostrum product to help seal the gut. It's a great nutritional product. We got company A, company B. By the way, and here's one of my most fired up companies that I just brought in, and that's when you introduce them to your strategic partner. And so what happens when they look at that strategic partner that you just introduced them to? Now picture this. Let's say this strategic partner is what you're all excited about. And let's say this prospect that you're talking to is already in that company. So if you try to lead with the product, if you try to lead with that strategic company, you will lose them because they're already in. But if you lead with building a team one time and have it last the test of time, even if they're in the company you're promoting, they'll still join you in the team and they'll use this tool to help them build their life. See, I'm not worried about making any money on the strategic partners. Here's what I want. I want to teach people how to build an organization one time and have it last the test of time. Now, without making any income guarantees, I want to show you something here. Okay? We've got a product that's $25 a month, and I tell guys, I'll commit my time, my money, my resources, my expertise to help you get your dream. I'll do whatever it takes to help you get your dream. So we're going to lock arms. What are we going to do? We're going to strive for 5. We're going to look for 5 people who have the same vision and mission that you and I do, which is to build a team to have it last the test of time. And if all you do is just get 5, we'll get 5, run it through 7 levels. Again, without making any income guarantees. This is just an example based upon the math. But that will bring you in $2 million a year just on the iWebitool system. Okay, that's just on the iWebitool system. That's not talking about any strategic partners. That's not talking about any proprietary products. That's just strictly talking about strive for 5. That's it. So once you can get the vision and the mission down of what we're doing, as we're going from the top down, when the producer pops out and says, man, this is awesome. So here's my strategic companies that I partner with. If they'll like it, they'll join you. Great. If they don't, here's what you tell them to do. Start at the top, load the funnel, let it go to work. And if they say, well, I'm part of the NFL club, I got no friends left, what do I need to do? Well, then you need to go buy some clicks, buy some traffic. And what do? Pop it into the funnel. And where should you send it to? You should send it to the 0017. Let that do all the work. If you're showing this, if you're spending time talking to people, explaining to people what you're doing, you're slowing yourself down. And not only you're slowing yourself down, you're hurting yourself, because most people don't think that they can do what you can do. But if you send them to a presentation, let somebody else explain it to them. Let somebody else show them how this works. And then they start thinking, well, I can do this. I can drop some leads in there. I can let the system sift, sort, and start. And I can call the people up who got in and say, hey, this is Jeff. Glad to have you on board. I'm just wondering what fired you up about this. Are you looking just to make some extra money? Are you looking to build something one time and have less to test of time? Where you at? Well, I just want to kind of check it out. Hey, no problem. Just check it out. By the way, every Tuesday night we got a live broadcast. Plug into the live broadcast, and you can get us feeling how this works. Whenever you're ready to start running, you let me know. And whenever you're ready to run, I'll lock arms with you. I'll take my time, my money, my resources, my expertise. I'll help go to work to help you build a team and get your dreams. So just plug in Tuesday night, and then you just go on to the next one. Somebody says, well, I want to build this. I want to build this. I'm sick and tired. I did this. I lost. I did this. I lost. I did this. I mean, if somebody tells you like that, then you just help. Well, let me make a deal with you. I'll help you build a business one time that lasts a test of time with all the pattern plugging system and buy $25 a month worth of stuff. And they say, well, yeah. Then you partner with them, and then you show them how the whole program works. And it rolls. What do you do if somebody says, well, I think I just want to take it as I go? Hey, no problem. So whenever ready to upgrade, just let me know. But plug into the live broadcast. Oh, by the way, here's a couple strategic partners that I've got that I really love. And then you introduce them to your strategic partners. If you don't have any strategic partners, you don't care. Because they're involved. They're trying to figure out how to build this thing. And nobody work with the consumers. Well, the consumers, you introduce them to your strategic partners. Now, again, I say our travel club is the financial IQ test. Okay. Anybody that looks at our travel program and doesn't join, I run the other way, because that person is missing something. Who wouldn't pay $25 one time to have a lifetime membership at our travel club when I set you up as a personal travel agent, give you travel agent booking engines that you can book all your travel on, and whatever commissions I get, I'm a seller travel, I'm a host agency, been doing it since 2010, okay? I give you 2/3 of the commissions that I make, okay? I pay thousands of dollars a year just to maintain my seller travel certification. I'm giving you that for life for $25. Okay, just one hotel reservation is going to make you more than what your lifetime membership cost. So I tell this, I just promote this to every consumer. Hey, you need just $25, just join. It's awesome. Now, if you join as an IBO and you want to, you get the iClub or the iWebitool system, I give you the travel club for free. Okay, but if you're a consumer and you pop out, so I just want to check stuff out, and and how they check out. And usually, I got a great healthy coffee. I got a classroom party. I got a weight loss. I got all this other stuff. But then I would plug them into my strategic companies too. Okay, that's the way the game is played. So from the top down. So, and again, if you're looking at it from a time frame, I usually, when they pop in here and we start dripping on them with emails, I got about 30 days of drips. So if they haven't got involved in that 30-day, then I move them down to the phase 2 emails, another 30 days. Now we're dripping on them with product-based opportunities. And so instead of just, hey, build a team one time and have a lesson testing time, we'll pitch them with products, maybe travel, maybe with coffee, maybe with classroom, maybe with a strategic partner A, strategic partner B. Doesn't make a difference, because we're just looking to find somebody that, would like to make some money, but maybe is more product focused. Now, if they don't join in 30 days, then we pop it down to phase 3, and that's a 30-day a dripping system where we strictly drip on them on products. And we just, product, no opportunity, just product. And then same thing from the bottom up. You want to purchase, for example, you can purchase a list of people who've traveled over the last, 6 months, and you can hit them on a capture page, which is strictly geared towards joining the travel platform. Okay. And and again, you can do the same thing with your strategic partners there too. So that's the strategy. That's how you penetrate and dominate. But the key thing, if you built an organization and you want it to last the test of time, then you stop pitching products, you stop promoting companies, and you start building your team. The team will stay with you forever. Okay. And now one of the strategic partners I want to talk about tonight, which is a new vendor for us, okay, is the 50/50 crowdfunding platform. It's the 0113. So if you go to your capture page and you flow down, you say, do you need money? A new video shows you how to generate the funds you need through crowdfunding. When they fill that out, it's going to take them to the landing page. And again, for those of you all who want to know where the landing pages are, when you log into your members area, you're going to click on capture pages. And then you'll scroll right down here where it says click here to view your landing pages. When you click there, that'll take you to the landing page. And that's where the landing page is. That's where the video's at. That's where the CTA, the call to action, is to get people to join you in this particular program. Okay. Now I'm going to have Frank talk a little bit about this, and we're going to open up for Q&A, but I want to show everybody who's on the broadcast how simple it is to set this strategic partner up. From your back office, you click on the members area, and then you click on personal information, and all you do is you scroll down to the 0113, and this is the 0113 50/50 crowdfunding. If you put your mouse over that question mark, it says, hey, the 0113 is set up to promote the 50/50 crowdfunding. Please enter your replicated crowdfunding website here. And this is where you would enter your replicated crowdfunding website. Okay, you can also put in a personal message down here. And after you've entered that, you scroll to the bottom and you click Save Changes. And now you are set to go. And again, what I recommend you all do, just to confirm that you did it right, go back to your landing pages, scrolling down to 0013, click on it, then click on the button and make sure it takes you to your 50/50 crowdfunding. So boom, now this is ready. Now you're ready to promote this page. And what do? All you're going to do in all your people in your warm market, everybody that has joined you in iClub Biz, you're going to say, let me tell you about the #1 strategic partner that I got. It's the 50/50 crowdfunding program. It's nuts. It's killer. You need to check this out. I'm going to send you a link, and you just send the new person who's just joined you your 0113X page so they can join from that. Now, if somebody happens to be in your back office of iWebitool, and they start clicking through these different pages, okay, and they say, I really like this TV thing, and they click the join button. Well, if you're not a member of, again, if they're brand new, they're not a member of any of these strategic partners because they're brand new. As soon as they click on the join button, here's what pops up. Please contact your sponsor to get their replicated website so you can join them in this endeavor. So then they pick up the phone, they call you, and they say, hey, Frank, I want to get in this TV deal. What's your replicated website? So now if you're not in the TV deal, what are you going to do? You're going to say, well, hold on for a second, Jeff. Let me get back to you. And you're going to call your sponsor, say, hey, Leo, I need to get in this TV deal. What's your replicated website? If Leo's not, what's he going to do? He's going to say, hold on, Frank, I'll get back to you. And now, can you see how all of a sudden you can put 10, 15 people in your organization in one night? So when you go off and all you do is you build a team, you build a team, you build a team, you are penetrate and dominate the marketplace. You're striving for five. I take my time, money, resources, and expertise to help you build an organization and get your dreams. If you follow the pattern, plug in a system, and commit to spend $25 a month on iWeb, do we got a deal? And you just build it, and you build it, and you build it, and you build it. Then all of a sudden think about this. You get 5, who get 5? Well, you got 30 people in your group. They get 5, that's 155. They get 5, that's 780. All of a sudden, you got 4,000 people in your group. What's the chances that somebody within an organization all of a sudden will see this crowdfunding thing, say, I want to get in that? Can you imagine already having a group of 100,000 people when we start bringing in multiple different companies? Can all of a sudden you start to see how you can have multiple income streams, and you never build those companies? All we're doing is we're building ICB. We're building our personal team, and we're plugging companies into it. If you don't want to join a company, don't. Because how many financially would be okay if you could have an extra $172,000 a month coming in? How many would take care of most of your financial stress in your life? So hopefully you guys can catch the vision and the mission of what we're doing. And now what I'd like to do, now Frank is a guy that came to me with the crowdfunding platform. So what I'd like to do, have Frank, Frank, can you still hear me? I know Frank is trying to call in on a phone. Frank, can you hear me okay?
Okay, Jeff, I think you can hear me now. I'm unmuted.
Yep, I can hear you now. Yeah, Frank, if you can, just kind of give somebody, just give everybody just a little overview of why you're excited about the 50/50 platform and, and the benefits that you can see this for people.
Okay, you bet. I'm more than happy to. And thanks, Jeff. Got to love your passion for this. That's important. So, first of all, I guess I think it's kind of imperative to maybe just touch real briefly on the history of crowdfunding itself. You guys remember 2009 and into 10, our economy took a big downfall. And when we come out of that, the government had trouble, financial institutions failed, money was tight for venture capitalists, people didn't have confidence. So what our lawmakers did in the House of Representatives, they come up with a bill that were to create the law of crowdfunding. And in the spring of and it was bipartisan too. This wasn't no political party. It's something that all of our politicians agreed on. Didn't matter which side of the aisle you were on. And what happened was in spring of 2012, President Obama had passed the bill, and then it was actually went into the Senate where it was finalized and passed there. So crowdfunding was born. One of the things that, since I've started this in the last couple of weeks, people are pretty familiar with GoFundMe, and that's actually a platform similar to what we're doing here, except ours is peer-to-peer. So anyways, that's a brief history there. And then the company itself, 50/50 Crowdfunding, is basically what we have here is a platform like GoFundMe, with the exception it works different because it's the giver and the receiver benefit, and all we pay for fees is $29 every 6 months. So we basically have our own GoFundMe company for $29 every 6 months, and we use that platform. And what it is, the founder, David Rosen, who is an entrepreneur, he's just like us on this line, all of us here tonight on the line. And what he did was he come up with a software with a company, and he strategic partnered with Kevin Harrington, who was one of the original sharks on Shark Tank. So that's exciting too. And as you guys, basically, for those of you who have not seen the video, How we market this is what's exciting, is because we have a video that has Kevin Harrington talking about edifying 50/50 crowdfunding. And then also you get introduced to David Rosen, and then there's an animated video after those two videos that tells us about how 50/50 crowdfunding works. So if you look at those videos and look at where the foundation of this come from, that was where crowdfunding originated from, you can see how exciting this is. So, and then I guess the other thing is, what I really like about this, and I want to talk about the videos, and there's also a sizzle call that we have as a tool also. It meets everything as far as what we need for sales. Not only is this something that most entrepreneurs are looking for, it meets a criteria of something called IDA, which is a sales technique. It's a acronym. And as you look at these tools we have and we present to people, it creates attention right away. It can get people's attention. And then also with that, when you get their attention, you can get their interest. And when people see your desire that you're able to show this to them and you're bringing this to them, it's easy to ask them to take action, by signing up. But here's the other big part of the action is when they see you, you can get them into this program, and most people are going to be all excited. But here's where the iWebinar tool comes in. All this stuff sizzles, and it's great. But the real foundation behind this whole thing is the iWebinar tool, because now you can say, hey, you see my landing page over here. Here's what I'm sharing with my, warm market. And then you have a capture page for, when you get into a little more sophisticated marketing. So basically, we got a pretty strong combination here. We got a law that was passed in to make this thing not only legal, but our politicians want us out there. This kind of replaces venture capitalists, because when we come off that last downfall in our economy, there wasn't a lot of confidence in investing into businesses. Well, here this is peer-to-peer, and it's perfect. We get compensated, and we're help jump-starting the economy. Not only that, this is worldwide. It's international. It's accepted internationally in over a couple hundred countries. And so we got to say one thing about the U.S. We still pull the economic wagon train. And one of the reasons why we do that is we're creative. And this is it right here. So you're making a contribution to the economy also when you do this. And then I guess in closing, if you have any questions, I just want to touch on the iClub Web tool, and just touch on just real briefly what Jeff was talking about. What we really have here is the glue that holds the business together, as the way I refer to it. Jeff says that, it's not about the products, it's about the team. And what it does is it keeps the team together. And the other thing is action is a very important. If you're going to be building a business, people look and see how you present it to them and what you're doing. So you point them to a video, you send them to a call, you see who you partnered up with, and then they see you showing them, hey, come aboard, join the team, here's the tools we're using. So they see you in action, they're going to go into action too. And, I was just talking to one of our partners here earlier today, and one of the reasons why most internet businesses fail is basically because of knowledge and direction. Well, the minute somebody signs up, you can show them, how to get the iWebinar tool going and how, get their own landing page, and it makes it easy to present the whole thing. So I guess in closing, the only thing I just want to point out here, when you talk about strategic partnering, this is one of the most consecutive series of probably dynamic strategic partnering I've ever been involved in, because first of all, our lawmakers in the House of Representatives, the White House, and the Senate. I mean, if they didn't pass this crowdfunding bill, we wouldn't be on here tonight, saying, that this is legal. I mean, it's an actual bill that was passed. And then also, when you look at the video, you see David Rosen, who's been involved in this industry for over a couple decades. when he started out, it wasn't near as sophisticated as it was with how the whole thing worked, and then of course the software. And then Kevin Harrington. How many companies out there can you say that you're partnered up with one of the sharks on Shark Tank? So, and then also, I guess last, and when you look at all the dynamics of all our strategic partnering, last and probably the most important is the iClub Biz Web tool to keep it all together. So anyways, I probably touched on a lot of stuff there that, there might be a few questions, but I think that kind of lays a basic platform. So with that, I'll give it back to you, Jeff, and see if there's any questions.
Hey, Frank, appreciate it. That was an awesome job. And guys, here's what you guys got to realize. Frank and I, we actually grew up about 30 minutes apart from each other, but we all built into different businesses. And when I put iClub Biz together, he came on board, and in Frank's organization, he has, between him and his leadership, he's brought in thousands and thousands of people into iClub Biz. Well, because of the dynamics of what we got with the ICB model, with the iWebatool marketing system, when Frank got involved into this 50-50 crowdfunding, he didn't decide to go off and build that and not talk to me, because here's what usually happens. You don't want to talk to your upline if you're going to go off and build something different, because you don't want, you don't want to hurt their feelings. Well, he actually came to me and said, Jeff, you need to check this out. This is a platform I think can really work well with what we're doing in ICB. That itself, that if you can get that one message, you will never lose your good people. See, there's two things if you want to become successful in network marketing. Number one, you got to become good at getting good people. And then number two, you got to be good at keeping good people. And that's the dynamics that the ICB platform has with iWebatool that nobody else can touch. People ask me, well, what differentiates, iWebatool from this capture landing page, this capture landing page? Well, I said, well, their strategy is completely different. They're just tools that they've created that companies can use to expose. Okay, and probably their technology is probably better than iWebatool. They probably got more sophisticated stuff, but what they don't have is they don't have the vision and the mission of the leadership team. Okay, George is on the call with us tonight, and I become friends with Tony over the last 6-8 months, and then Bill's on the call, and then I see I got Wayne. I got all these good people, and of course Donald and again, I don't want to leave anybody off that hurt anybody's feelings, but I got all these entrepreneurial type people that they want to build something once and have it stay with them. And so, yeah, I'm excited about the 50-50 crowdfunding. I think it's a dynamic platform, and I've already, and again, here's what I do. When a new vendor comes on like this, I just send out an email to my personals. I don't talk to anybody I didn't personally sponsor. I only talk to my personals. I send out an email and say, hey, listen, this is a new strategic partner we're rolling out. You might want to check this out. I think it's gonna penetrate really, really well. And some of my guys get in, some of them don't. And the ones that get in, they get excited. What do? They talk to their personals. Now, why don't I talk to anybody in depth? I don't have to. Because in the back office of iWebatool, it's there. So anybody who's in your organization, 6, 7, 8 levels in depth, they start looking through. And for example, here's Power Energy. That's a solar company. Okay, over here, here's Trinity Communications, which is a TV thing. Here's Engage Global. Here's Vox Life. Up here is USA Financial. Here's New U Life. Here's Royalty, Proximity Marketing. Here's Avasay. Here's Grocery. And here's Healthy Pet. Those companies are all in your back office. I don't have to go off and try to do anything more than expose my personals to this platform. If they join, great, no problem. I just keep building a team. All of a sudden, somebody in depth gets in. What are they going to do? They're going to call their sponsor and say, hey, what's this 50-50 crowd thing? I want to get in this. Well, if they're not in, okay, then they just say, hey, I'm not really involved in that thing. Go ahead and call so-and-so. But again, fear of loss is a greater motivator than anticipation of gain. Okay. And so what happens is they're more than likely going to get in. Okay. And that's how this whole thing works. You build a team. We're going to bring in high value proposition companies. The vendors that we bring in as strategic partners, they got to have high value products that meet the needs of the consuming public. It's got to be priced at a level where the consuming public will embrace and purchase, and it has to meet the financial needs of the IBO, the entrepreneurs that partner with us. Now, if anybody has any questions on crowdfunding, you can feel free to either unmute yourself or you can do a chat on it, and then I'll be more than happy to refer them over to Frank to answer. So I got a question here. It says, Jeff, I just went with your suggestion and figured I was laying $250 on the crap table, and I had 3 donations, $375 by the morning. Okay. And again, so that's kind of how the game is played. Okay. And here's what I tell people. I'm again, when you get into 50-50 crowdfunding, you're able to set up a campaign. I'm raising money for business expansion. So that's my purpose. Okay. And so if, fundamentally I just say, hey, George, I got this crowdfunding platform. It's kind of cool. Go check it out. I'm raising capital for business expansion. And if you can't afford, if you're not willing to throw $250 in this thing, don't do it. Okay. And then I had one guy from Chicago, one of my personals, and he called me back and he goes, well, I just don't know if I can get anybody in. So I said, for God's sakes, then don't do it. Okay. We're not, again, once you learn how to build teams of entrepreneurs, once you know how to look for the producer, sign up the buyer along the way, meeting the needs of the consumer, you stop selling people. I spend all my time interviewing people. I'm looking for people that have a great big dream in their heart that they can't get, and they're willing to do something over and above what they're doing now to get it. And so this is a strategic company. I love it. Why do I love it? Because this is, to me, this is cool. I'm willing. I mean, when Frank called me up and he said, here's what we got. Jeff, check out the video. Be honest with you. And when I seen Harrington and I seen Rosen, I said, well, crap, I've lost, and I threw $750 in. I said, I lost $750, quicker doing other stuff. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But if it works, my God, this could be life-changing for people. But only do what you can afford to do. Okay. And again, we can't say you're going to put $250 and you're going to find, a couple guys. Or in fact, as one of the guys that I brought in, he got involved and before he had a chance to go off and contact anybody, he already had $250 donated to him. Now that was a pretty easy gig. Okay. Another one here says, hi, Jeff. I started to help out a basketball training camp to assist in helping kids to get trained to get off the streets. It's crazy. I got my initial investment in no time. Yep, exactly. So that's a cause. Okay. So, and like, Clara, she's got this vision and mission. What she has a cause she's willing to work for. So this becomes a funding foundation for them. Again, it's cool. But again, who should donate? Only the people who got the money to donate. Okay. Again, any other questions? If you can unmute yourself or you can chat. And for those of you who haven't had a chance to go into your back office and click on 0113X crowdfunding, go ahead and click on it, watch the video, and then again, get a hold of your sponsor so you can get set up. In fact, as I had one of my personals that I sent that email to, he called me up and said, I'm already in that. And I said, well, why did you bring it to me? He goes, I guess I never thought about that. I said, I don't think you understand how ICB and iWebAtool works. And he says, well, I've got another one I'm in. We'll send it to me. And I said, we'll post that one too. If you're in something that you're excited about, and you think this is in the company you're promoting, you think is good, send us the capture landing page you're using right now. Send us, everything you can on it. If we build out a platform, we'll build it out. Now here's how it works, just so you understand. It costs $50 a page. So if we build a capture and landing page, it costs you $100. But as soon as you got 5 people who are on the iWebAtool, we'll rebate $50 back to you. As soon as you got 10 on the iWebAtool, we'll rebate the other 50. So it ends up not costing you anything. But what we can't do is we can't just say we'll build out capture and landing pages for everybody, because then we got too many people throwing in capture and landing pages. You got to have some skin in the game. And so that's how it works. But $50 a page, get 2 pages, get 10 people on iWebAtool, and you get your money back. Don't have a problem. And again, it costs us money to build these pages out too, so we just can't keep building out and not have people on iWebAtool. So hopefully all that makes sense to everybody. I heard somebody unmuted. Or am I just hearing things? No. Let's see. I had a couple of guys asking me questions this afternoon. I told them to come on here and ask away. Maybe we answered them all, Frank. Frank, you did a really good job too. And I wasn't aware of that, some of the legislation that went through. That's really awesome. Yeah,
it gives it a lot more validity, I think.
Yeah.
I've never seen, like I said, I've never seen a series of strategic partnering that's so powerful. I mean,
yeah.
Exactly. And I think it's important to say we're less than 4 weeks old at this format that they're using.
Right.
So we're on the forefront here.
Yep.
Definitely.
Exactly. I see, Howard, you unmuted yourself. Do you have a question, Howard?
Yeah. Are you going to be around tomorrow? Can I just call you?
Well, yeah, here's what you want to do, Howard. Shoot me an email in the morning, then I'll give you my schedule, what will work, okay?
Oh, okay, because I got a few things I need to ask.
Yep, you betcha. Yeah, just shoot me an email in the morning, and then I'll let you know what time will work.
No problem.
Okay, thank you, sir. Okay, let's see. see if anybody else. Hey, George, what, let's see, are you still? Yeah, George, if you want to unmute yourself. And just kind of give them again, you and I are working on another project that we're going to be rolling out too. But you just maybe give some of the people a little bit of insight about, again, your attitude about the crowdfunding platform, but the whole strategic partnering as a whole.
Oh, I mean, it's kind of like its time has come for iWebAtool, and it's a way overdue for iWebAtool. But, to have these strategic partners come in and just like I'm completely into this other program, and we're going to be introducing that, I believe, next Tuesday, which is just insane for the industry and for what it's going to do for just our members alone, let alone everybody else that they're going to be able to share it with. But this crowdfunding was something that you sent to me, and I was just like, okay. I mean, you just called and said, hey, George, this thing's pretty cool. If you got 250 and you want to throw it in it, great. If not, we'll talk to you later about it. And so because we've done other things, I just trusted what you were telling me. And I said, okay, you know what? If I went to Vegas right now, I could do this. It's okay. And I put it in there, did my donations, and literally within it was a couple of hours and I got my first donation, and I hadn't even talked to anybody yet. And I've been in this industry well over 2 decades, and never in my life have I ever had that happen. You have to go out and do something. And so it showed me that the marketing worked, and from above, from below, and I was just saying, hey, this is going to be great. And by the morning, it was a trip that had 3 donations, and we haven't even had time to tell anybody about it this week. But the strategic partner that's going to be added next week. And again, Frank, thank you for that explanation, and that information about the bill was it was worth being on this call just to hear that alone. To give it a little bit of more validity, like you said. But yeah, stay tuned for next week, guys. It's going to be pretty incredible.
Cool. And I see Wayne's on board too. Wayne, do you have I don't know if you can unmute yourself, but if you want to mute yourself, you can kind of give us your 2 cents on this too. That'd be great.
Hey, how's it going, Jeff?
Hey, Wayne.
Yeah, just Frank, we really appreciate the information, because you gave me information I definitely didn't know, but makes a huge difference. But I kind of agree with the last speaker, Jeff. There's no doubt at all that the iWebAtool totally makes more sense than anything I've ever seen. And it took me a few weeks of just getting on the calls and listening to really kind of grasp it. And the secretary and I have been in the back office, looking around. But anybody that does any kind of marketing or networking at all needs to finish the rest of the 2 words, network marketing, and use the iWebAtool. Very, very powerful. I'm just looking really forward to doing a lot of pouring into the funnel and sorting, and just your training, your wisdom and everything. I'm just really excited to be here. I've learned more in just the last few weeks than I've learned in all the time I've been in network marketing. Just very excited about it. Appreciate all your help.
Yeah, I appreciate that very much, Wayne. In fact, let me kind of show you just a little bit what Wayne was talking about. This funnel right here, traffic flows in. Remember, phase 1, phase 2. In phase 2, we will have invitations written to promote the 50/50 platform. Okay, so in phase 1, we strictly look for entrepreneurs, people that catch the vision, mission, and building teams. In phase 2, that's when we'll go ahead and we'll have pre-written invite emails that will drip on your database, talking about the fact is some of the nuggets I got from Frank will be incorporated within those invitations. Here's what's cool: you don't have to write those. You don't have to figure out what to send, where to send, when to send, how to send. It's all done automated in the back office. So when you move into phase 2, okay, you're going to have the ability to go ahead and promote multiple different venues. You're going to be able to have the ability to promote specific venues. And again, if you've got 4 or 5 different strategic partners, you can weave all 4 or 5 strategic partners into phase 2. Okay, and then we can load as many emails into those drips as we want. And again, everything is geared to help you penetrate and dominate the marketplace, help you build a business one time that lasts a test of time. And again, understanding companies come and go, products have a life expectancy, but the team lasts forever. That's the vision. That's the mission.
Hey, Jeff.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I wanted to jump in one more thing here, guys. Don't be short-sighted on who you're inviting to iWebitool. You know, when you heard what Jeff just said, imagine you owned a hair salon, or you owned, you know, these little independent businesses that are all over the place. And for $100 and $25 a month, I have a CRM and marketing system for my full-time business. And guys, I'm telling you this because I do this for my full-time business. Jeff and I have been partners for a long time, and I run my traditional business for $25 a month. You know, so what happens is you bring somebody like that to the table. For $100, they can get their business online. They have a CRM, and they are business minded. They might not be, you know, a company to what we are doing, but guess what? Through osmosis, throughout being involved, through seeing capture pages, you know, through circumstance, they're going to be looking for something. And you know, it's not just the multi-level marketer; it's the business person too that can use iWebitool.
Yep, exactly. And yeah, that makes sense, because we actually have built out a couple caption landing pages for other business people for $100. They love it, and $25 a month to manage the back end. Yeah, again, that's all just another $25 customer flows into your database. But yeah, you betcha. Okay, now I got an 8:46. Normally we try to keep these things down to a little bit less time than this. But again, if anybody has any more questions for Frank, you know, feel free to shoot them out here. Let's see, iWebitool is a springboard for 50-50 crowdfunding for those who aren't tech savvy. Yeah, exactly. iWebitool is set up for people who are not tech savvy. Again, all you got to do to launch the 50-50 platform is go into your back office and click on the members area, and then click on personal information and scroll down to the 00 or 0113. And enter. And again, if you don't know what to do, just put your mouse over the question mark. It tells you what to do. That's where you enter your replicated website. Scroll to the bottom and hit Save Changes. And now you're good to go. Now you can send this replicated page to anybody. All you got to do is copy and paste and put it in an email. Say, check this out. It'll blow your mind. Okay. And so, yeah, so everything is set to make this turnkey for the newbie. And for the real sophisticated marketer who's going to want to have all these other things, here's what I try to teach guys. If you learn how to penetrate and dominate, then what you got to realize, the masses. If you want to live with the classes, serve the masses. The masses are people like me. I graduated the top 1% of the bottom third of my IT class. Okay, if you would have told me 10 years ago that I would even know what I know now, I'd say, there's no way. But because this system is so simple to use, anybody can use it, because the system does all the teaching. This is a teaching business, not a sales business. Anybody can use the tools. Anybody can do this. But we're excited. Have some fun. Check out the 50-50 platform. And again, get a hold of your sponsor to get set up. Next week, again, 8 o'clock, and we're going to roll out another new strategic partner that we brought into the mix. But in the meantime, here's what you want to do. Send as many people as you possibly can to your 0017. Okay, and if you want to send them to your landing page, again, if they are your personal market where you already got their information, you don't need to send them to your capture page, send them to your landing page. And if you don't know where all these pages are, in your back office of members area, if you click on Easy iClubBiz capture pages, sorry, I got timed out there. Click on your Easy iClubBiz capture pages, and all of these are hard-coded right to you. And so again, if you wanted to promote, and again, in 3 weeks, we'll be rolling out the Forex trading platform. If you want to promote to travel, you can promote to travel. If you want to promote, the 0017, where the heck is that down here? Yeah, it's in here someplace. I can't find it right now. But so all these are just hard code. You just copy and paste, and it's all ready to rock. But guys, we're excited. Appreciate Frank's time. Again, if you have any questions, you can feel free to contact support at iClubBiz.com. We'll get in touch with you and answer all your questions. Again, we'll be back next Tuesday. And if there aren't any other questions, we'll be closing this down.